The soil on his grave hadn't even settled when my mother-in-law pressed a thick envelope into my hand. Cash, a lot of it. On top, a printed address for a clinic. My hand instinctively moved to my stomach. 5 months. That's how long our baby had been growing inside me. The wind whipped through the cemetery outside Portland, cold and sharp, like it was trying to erase everything that had just happened. My husband, gone. My life, collapsing. Take it, Nora, she said, her voice flat, almost bored. The clinic is discreet. No questions asked. I stared at her. Helen Crawford looked so much like her son, same pale eyes, same sharp features, but where Ethan had warmth, she had none. Her gaze felt like judgment carved into stone. I can't, I whispered. This is Ethan's baby. It was Ethan's baby, she corrected coldly. Ethan is gone, and you can't afford to raise a child. You can barely support yourself. Behind her stood Mia, 6 years old, small, quiet, clutching her stuffed fox. Ethan's daughter from his first marriage. The little girl who had called me mom for years. Grandma, Mia asked softly. Why are you giving mom money? Helen didn't even look at her. Go wait in the car. I swallowed hard. I'm taking Mia home. With me. She laughed. Short, sharp, cruel. Your home? She said. That house is in my name. Ethan never transferred it. You really thought you owned it. The words hit harder than the cold. I've already packed Mia's things, she added. She's coming with me. You're nothing to her legally. The world tilted that same night. The snowstorm came. By the time I reached the house, Helen's SUV was already in the driveway. A housekeeper carried Mia's pink suitcase out. Mia pressed her hand to the car window, her lips forming one word, Mom. I ran to the door. Locked. Helen cracked the window. Don't make a scene. It's bad for the baby you insist on keeping. She's my daughter. She's my granddaughter, she replied. Call a lawyer and pack. You're out by Sunday. Then they drove away. That was the moment everything inside me broke and something else, something stronger, began to form. Inside the house, I searched for anything, proof, ownership, answers. Instead, I found a secret, a hidden compartment in Ethan's desk. Inside it, a burner phone and a card. Dr. Adrian Keller, Riverbend Women's Clinic. If anything happens, go to him. Trust him. The next day, I went. Dr. Keller locked the door behind him before speaking. His voice was calm, but urgent. Before anything else, let me check the baby. The heartbeat filled the room, fast, strong, alive. Then, he looked at me and said something that shattered everything I thought I knew. Your husband is alive. I couldn't breathe. Ethan had uncovered something at work: money laundering, corruption tied to defense contracts. Dangerous people, federal level dangerous. The FBI staged his death to protect him. They couldn't tell you. Dr. Keller explained. If you knew, it wouldn't look real. And Helen? I asked. He hesitated. She's involved. Everything clicked into place. The house, the money, the speed at which she erased me. She wasn't grieving. She was cleaning up. That night, I was taken to a cabin far outside the city. Safe, hidden, quiet. For the first time in weeks, I slept, but Mia wasn't safe. 2 days later, I went back. With a lawyer, with a police officer. Helen opened the door, furious until she saw the badge. Then Mia came running. Mom, she hit me like a wave, arms tight around me, shaking. I dropped to my knees and held her like I'd never let go again. Minutes later, federal agents walked into that house. They spoke Helen's name like it already belonged in a case file. Fraud. Conspiracy. Forgery. She looked at me once, really looked at me. I know he's alive, I said. That was the moment she lost. She was arrested that night. Mia came home with me. A week later, Ethan did too. He stood on the porch, thinner, exhausted, alive. When I opened the door, he dropped to his knees and pressed his forehead against my stomach, apologizing over and over. I didn't forgive him right away, but we rebuilt, slowly, honestly. The investigation unraveled everything. Helen went to prison. The money, the house, it was all gone or seized. We started over. A small home, a creaky porch, a quiet street. Ours. Our son, Lucas, was born in spring. Loud, strong, perfect. Mia held him carefully and said, very seriously, he's on our team now. And she was right, because that's what we became, a team. I lost everything in a week. Then I fought and got it all back. My daughter, my husband, my son, my life. Some people try to bury you. Some people bury themselves, and sometimes, if you refuse to disappear, you rise anyway.